saw you, didn't care about the party. Wishing all of these people would just head out so we can talk. I could tell by the smile when you asked where to write your name on my wall. Wish I met you at 16, wish I could have taken you to prom.
Good morning everybody, it's Friday. Today I have work at 1 o'clock. It is currently 10:15. I had planned on getting up earlier and doing some form of workout today, but when I woke up my body was in absolute bits from the last 3 workouts I did the other days, so I said I'd let myself sleep and get up and just have a chill morning before work. I'm working in the after school today. So fun. And we didn't get to go outside yesterday, so hopefully today we get to go outside, because keeping them inside from 1:30 to 6 is really not my idea of how to spend a Friday, but all is well. I'm currently making a cup of tea, and I think I'm just gonna go, maybe I'll read a book for a while. I'm reading a book on my Kindle at the minute called The Nightingale. It's highly recommended on Goodreads as like one of the most read in 2024, so I'm about 80% into that book, so I might make headway on that. And then also watching 911 on Disney. I am on season 4, I think, so I might try and watch a bit of that as well before work, and obviously make breakfast and all that sort of stuff. I'm just looking at the weather because I have to walk, because I didn't get out, or it didn't work out earlier. Might leave for work earlier and get a few steps in on the way, get a coffee.
Days together, sketching pictures up and singing songs, wondering what I did before you came along. Oh, you're just what I need, the best part of me. Somehow it keeps getting better. I waited forever, but better late than never. Better late than never. On good days and bad days, I know I can call you, 'cause you always have answers to problems that I could never solve. Met green eyes, I love to get lost in this much. Now all the time that we have left doesn't seem like it's enough. Better late.
So this is the fit we're going for. Just this top from Public Romance, I think I got it a few years ago, and then just a pair of joggers. Just tend to be really cold. And like if we're going outside with them, I kind of just want to be warm. I don't have a uniform yet because I'm only starting back at that job, so I don't have their new uniform, so I'm just kind of going with like respectable but like warm clothes for the weather. So this is what we're going for. This top is so warm. I have another one, but it's currently in the wash, so I'm going with this one. And I hope it's not too slippy outside when I'm walking to work, because last thing I want is to like fall or something, but also it means that we might get outside with them today. Although I had a room to myself yesterday and the kids were so fine. I think it was like between like 4 and 6, like right before they go home, they get a bit like, oh, which is so fair because like I get a bit like that too. So yeah, I'm currently gonna make some breakfast. I was just sitting reading my book and I was like, oh, I feel like I need to vomit. So that's not fun because I work in 2 hours, well, less than 2 hours. So I hope I'm okay, but we'll see. I'm gonna make this and try and eat it, and then probably leave around 12:30. It's currently 11:20, so it still gives me about an hour. And I have a bagel on over there, and I'm gonna put 2 rashers into the air fryer. Yeah. Okay, so I'm about to leave for work. It is just gone 25 to, but it only takes me like 8 minutes maybe to go to work. So if I leave now, I will have time to get a coffee on the way. I'm gonna wrap up nice and warm because I do hate the cold weather, because do you know, like, it's dark in the mornings and then like you come home and it's dark, and like you could have so much more of the day than we have in the winter, which I hate. But I also love it to like come home after work and like turn on the fire, have a cup of tea, have an excuse to just sit down and watch TV or something, or like read a book. I think about like 90 pages off finishing The Nightingale. It's really good. It's kind of like, it's heavy. It's about the war, like the World War II. So it's quite heavy, but it's really interesting. And Christian Hannah is a great writer. Shout out. I also read The Night Road, I think it was, earlier on this year, and that was so good as well. That was a book that got me out of my slump during the summer. So yeah, very happy with that. So I might come home and finish that off. I'm currently home alone until Tuesday, so kind of can just do whatever I want. But I'm about to head out because I need to leave for work. So guys, that honestly felt like the longest day ever. I'm just walking home now, but it honestly felt like 100 years. I'm currently listening to Callum Bowie. Love him. I met him earlier on this year, this month in Manchester. It's so cold. Finally made it home. Oh my god guys, it's so cold out there. Also, we're promised a red warning for rain tonight, so I'm staying in. I just turned on the heat and the fire, so I'm just gonna empty my bag for the week. I definitely have stuff that I do not need in it. So I use the same bag for the whole week for work. Sometimes I just don't empty it, like lunch boxes, so I need. So it's the tissues, everything else. It's my Stitch phone case. I currently have a see-through one. I have Callum Bowie's guitar pick and 2 pieces of confetti from when I was at Budapest Grand Prix earlier on in the summer. Everything else in that bag needs to stay, so that is fine. I made bolognese yesterday for dinner, and I made enough for 2 nights, so I think I'm gonna have that tonight, and I'm gonna have rice with it, I think. So I'm gonna put rice on, and I have the bolognese in the fridge. I just made it with peppers and sweet corn, and it's kind of nice when the sauce melts in as well. So yeah, I'm gonna have that. I have to heat that and then heat the rice, but I might have a cup of tea first. It's a bit early yet, it's only 6, so I might have a cup of tea. I'm gonna see, I forgot that the LA Grand Prix was on this weekend, so I'm gonna see if I can get a catch up of that from earlier on today, and if not, I'll probably just read a book or finish the episode of 911 I was watching. And yeah, I also need to have a shower later on and wash my hair. So it's an evening of chilling out and taking a rest. I felt like actually like the longest week in work this week, and I don't know why. I feel like it's the weather and like, you know, the darkness, getting up in the darkness, going home in the darkness, like, oh, not fun. But we're gonna make the most of the evening in. I don't often get an evening in the house by myself, so I'm gonna make the most of it. Okay, so it's actually been a few hours. It is now 8:15. I think the last thing I said was that I was going reading, which I did. I read a chapter, and I think I have like half an hour left. Overall, you know, on your Kindle you can see how much time you've left, which is great, because then I think I'm like 2 books behind on my Goodreads list for the year, so kind of need to do some catching up. So since that, I looked at Amazon Kindle to see was there any deals or anything, but there was no books that were really catching my eye. And then I was looking on The Works, because I didn't realize that The Works actually delivered to Ireland, but there's no books really that I wanted on their website. And it's also like you have to wait for delivery and stuff, whereas on the Kindle obviously it's like right now. But I am a physical book girly, true and true. I don't know, there's something about the Kindle, like I love the Kindle, I love the convenience of the Kindle, but there's something about the Kindle that's like, no, it's not like reading a real book. Don't get me wrong, I do use it because a lot of the books are obviously cheaper on the Kindle than the physical book. So yeah, I think I do have, I'm going to check, but I think I do have some physical books left on my TBR for the year. I just hate when a book has like tiny writing, because I'm a slow reader as it is. So when it's like tiny writing, it will take forever. So I'm gonna check right now. Ooh, whoa, excuse me. I am getting ready to have a shower. I feel like this day has just gone on forever. But anyhow. Oh yes, I have caught up. I have read Mile High and The Right Move. The Right Move was ace. Ryan Shea such a book boyfriend, but I have yet to read this one. This one's about Kai and Miller, who are friends of the main characters in the other two books. So I have this, and then I was in Manchester like a week ago and I bought this one. The lighting in here is very bad. It's Us Against You. I read Beartown by the same author as the second book of the series, but it's just the writing is really putting me off reading a book like this. I read the Beartown on my Kindle. I'm pretty sure this is the same author that wrote A Man Named Ovi, and that actually broke my heart, that book. I still think about it. So sad. So well written though. And I also have Throne of Glass. I've heard such mixed reviews about this book that it's really put me off reading it. I read all of Court of Thorn and Roses, like every single one. Court of Mist and Fury has to be the best one that's in that series. But I also really enjoyed the last one. What's it called? A Court of... oh god, I don't know. I really enjoyed the last one of that series. But I don't know, it's putting me off reading this because anything I've seen on Book Talk was like no, or like that they would rewrite it because it was like so badly written or something. So I'm like, I don't know. So I have these three, and then I also bought The Dead Romantics on my Kindle. I read The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Posen, the same author of The Dead Romantics, earlier on this year, and it was so good. It's so funny, it's so quick. So I got The Dead Romantics, hoping it's the same kind of vibe. But yeah, these are my 3 to be read, along with The Dead Romantics on my Kindle. I think that's the only one on my Kindle actually that I have left to read. I'm also waiting for the Black Friday sale on the Kindle to buy some more. So I am going to close my curtains because my shower is like right there, so that wouldn't be fun. It also is promised to, it's not currently, but it's promised to rain all night, which is great. We have a red warning here, so that's fun. But I had no plans for today, but I had a plan for tomorrow, which I hope doesn't get cancelled because, well, it's not really a plan, like it's just a plan for myself. But I need to go into town, so I'm hoping the weather kind of dries off a bit tomorrow, because there actually is nothing worse than going into town in the wet, which is hard to avoid in Galway. But anyway, got my PJs ready for after the shower, so I'm gonna go and have a shower. I need to wash my hair, so it's a full shower today.
All the buffet hits the buffers. It was a day of serious twists and turns. Here I am, a celebrity, Kevin!